Shalom, brothers and sisters. Now, I've said this a couple of times in the last few days. I'm going to say it again. It looks like we're living in 1939. Now, for those of you that are not loving the history and knowing about history, I happen to love knowing about history and learning about history. It's always been a thing. 1939 is when World War II started and Hitler began his crazy. And it continued until 1945. It also just happens to coincide with a lot of blood moons over that period, and happens to coincide with the fact that it was a Shemitah week. So a mock run on the final week that's still coming, also with a type of Antichrist that also tried to wipe out the Jews completely. Now this article, again, we've talked about everything that's been happening in Germany, and Germany telling the Jews they need to hide that they're Jewish and all these things for their own safety. Germany leads rising anti-black racism in the EU. The European Union Agencies for Fundamental Rights survey first and second generation black immigrants in 13 countries across the bloc found that a third of respondents felt racially discriminated against in the past 12 months, a rise of 10% from the survey 6 years ago. But in Austria and Germany, close to 2/3, 64% of respondents were experiencing racial discrimination. The previous share in Germany had been 33%, meaning twice as many black people experienced racism in Germany in the past 12 months. It is shocking to see no improvement since the last survey. Instead, people of African descent face ever more discrimination because of the color of their skin. Now, what's interesting for me and why I bother to even give you this article is just this. Number one, Jews, hide that you're Jews. Don't let people know you're Jews for your own safety. And they're even marking Jewish businesses and homes and things like that with stars of Davids and swastikas and things so people know where they are. Now, racism against people that are not white. Okay? Bigger than anywhere else in Europe. Wow, that's strange. 1939. Gypsies next. Everybody else that's not Aaron next. Interesting. I find it really interesting that these parallels are running so deep from the time of 1939 to 2023 as we approach the beginning of this final week. Everything is there if we just look and see what is happening in front of us. God bless, keep spreading the gospel, and keep shining the light of Jesus Christ for as long as we're here. Shalom.